Did you know that even the screen of your phone can contribute to the global warming? Yes, it's true. Some studies have shown that our digital activities, including streaming videos or browsing internet, have a carbon footprint. For instance, an hour of streaming in Europe is equivalent of 250 meters of driving. According to the International Telecommunication Union, two-thirds of the world's population are now online. That's a huge number. But here's something interesting. At least 1.7% of global emission comes from ICT sector. But wait, before you panic, there is a good news. This is relatively small than the other reasons of global warming. Even though we can't avoid using ICT in our daily lives, we can actually leverage it to help and manage the environmental crisis and protect our planet. You see, all around the globe, countries have come together and agreed upon something called Sustainable Development Goals, SDG for short. There are 17 SDGs, and one of them is climate action. And this is about combating climate changes and its impacts. That means strengthening our resilience and adaptive capacity to deal with things like natural disaster and climate related hazards. And guess what? ICT plays a huge role to make this happen. From gathering data to monitoring environmental changes, mitigating global warmings. This is like our secret weapon to fight against with climate changes. If you now look at this data, you can see flood, storm, extreme temperature, wildfire, drought, etc. increased over the years. Even though the number of natural disasters increased, deaths from these events have been falling. In 2022, the deaths related to natural disaster have been decreased by 35% from 2021. This is because people are now smarter. They have knowledge through ICT devices on how to fight against climate crisis. Let's take Bangladesh as an example. Bangladesh was among the first to develop climate changes strategy and action plan back in 2009. This plan has since been adopted by other countries, demonstrating Bangladesh's leadership in this critical area. In Bangladesh, 79% of individuals are using internet. National ICT Policy 2009 emphasizes on climate changes adaptation and disaster management through early warning system and geographic information system services. Both government and non-government sectors are harnessing the power of ICTs for climate changes adaptation and disaster risk reduction. The government of Bangladesh has initiated several projects of ICT for development. These projects aim to provide agriculture and climate related information to rural and remote communities. This includes initiatives like Ganokendra Pathagar by BRAC NGO, which provides access to internet services in remote areas during disasters. ICT is also being used in agriculture for climate resilient practices. This includes ICT-based plant clinics and innovative farming techniques like hydroponic farming. Additionally, GIS and remote sensing technologies have been employed for various purposes, including risk mapping, storm surge modeling, and assessing water resources. The government has also adopted Mujib Climate Prosperity Plan till 2041, a comprehensive strategy to combat climate changes. The Water Resources Planning Organization has updated their National Water Resources Database for the National Water Policy adopted by the government. This database was designed by GIS based on graphical user interface in the front end, is a valuable tool for determining flood control and drainage structure operation rules. Moreover, Geodash, an online global mapping system, has been developed to indicate the vulnerable areas of climate disaster. Online portal CCIKM provides all type of knowledge and information of climate changes. It also offers open search for books related to climate adaptation and any other topics that anyone can access in a difficult situation through ICT devices. We have also hotline numbers that we can contact with and seek for help in any type of climate situation. Lastly, satellite TV channels, social media, radio, and other ICT platforms keeps people updated on their environment and weather. They provide guidance on what action should be taken and even offer ways for people to reach out for help online. such as financing the victims of natural disaster.
For example, we have tremendous experience of Cyclone Cedar in 2007. And that time, radio and cell phone were engaged in direct mission to help the affected people. Now we can summarize that there are numerous strategies to address climate changes, including various ICT projects aimed at combating its impact. However, these initiatives alone cannot control or reduce the occurrences of natural disaster. To effectively mitigate these events, proactive measures such as curtailing other environmental pollutions and engaging in reforestations are essential. So we could face a global temperature rise of 3 degrees Celsius by 2080 and potentially rendering the world uninhabitable day by day.